What's up, everyone? Welcome to Power Play with CJ. Today, I want to focus in on the Pittsburgh Penguins losing tonight and the series being tied 2-2 with the Columbus Blue Jackets. Now, again, at the start of the series, I picked this to go 7 games, and you know what? I'm looking good right about now. The Penguins blew it in the last minute. Dubinsky come up clutch, and then Foligno won it in overtime. Crosby and Malkin have not scored a goal in the series. Gino looked pretty good tonight. James Neal got his first goal in the series. I think that might have been his first point as well. Paul Martin's averaging 2 points a game in the series. It's like mind-boggling. And then you're looking at it from the perspective of the goaltender, Flower. Not getting it done. And, this is a guy whose career playoff numbers aren't great. 274 goals against average, not ideal. And this year in the playoffs, a 318. I mean, he's not getting it done when it counts. And the bottom line is, do they do what they did last year and say, all right, screw this, we're putting Vokun in there? I mean, now that Vokun's back, obviously he had the injury, or the blood clot issue, I should say, the health problem, medical issue. They rolled Zakov, who's never played a game in the postseason. Actually, Vokun didn't play a game already this season. He was on a conditioning assignment in Wilkes-Barre for a little bit. Zakov wasn't atrocious this season, but, what do you do? And that's kind of a tough predicament for the Penguins to be in, because this is a team that's really Stanley Cup or bust, with the nucleus they have and the amount of talent they haven't. I mean, even tonight, Fleury's numbers weren't bad. I mean, through the first 59 minutes, he'd stopped 44 out of 46 shots, and then gave up the one he shouldn't have had by mishandling the puck, which that was a career-defining moment for him back in 2004 at the World Juniors. That's a tough pill to swallow for Flower, and likewise, the overtime winner he should have had as well. And you can't fault this series one way or the other on him. I don't think that's fair. But Crosby and Malkin haven't been at their best. But at the same time, maybe what do you do? The balls and Biles must squad right now to shake things up and try to get a win on Game 5 at home ice, and take a 3-2 series lead. It's not an ideal circumstance for Pittsburgh. I had this series going 7 games. I thought Columbus was just pesky enough to bother the Penguins, and they've been just that. But Fleury's demons of postseason past have come back to haunt them, and again, it's not something you want to see if you're a Penguins fan, because your goalie's most important position, and he's not delivering like he should. And again, you can't fault him entirely, but there's some things that need to be done if they want to advance and beat the Columbus Blue Jackets. And for starters, the Crosby and Malkin going to step up, but Fleury got to stop the easy ones. But we'll see what happens. And Pittsburgh's a resilient team. They got a lot of talent, and I don't think they're dead yet. But then again, they could be. Fleury could be completely shot, give up 3 goals in the first minute and a half on home ice tomorrow. You never know, especially with this year. So if he gave up 3 goals, Pittsburgh would win the game, because everyone's going up 3-1 and losing the game. So that seems to be the MO of this series. Anyway, that's our next episode of the Power Play with CJ on the Pittsburgh Penguins and Columbus Blue Jackets being tied at 2-2. Stay tuned for episodes throughout the playoffs and beyond. Later, guys.